Welcome back to Soul Health, where we explore the connection between mental wellness and a balanced, healthy life. Today, we're addressing a topic that weighs heavily on many people: debt. Debt can seem like an endless struggle, constantly looming over your life, causing stress, anxiety, and even impacting your physical health. But here's the truth: debt is not just a financial problem, it's a mental health issue too. What if I told you that breaking free from debt could drastically improve your mental and emotional well-being? What if taking control of your finances could actually lead to feeling lighter, sleeping better, and experiencing more joy in your daily life? In this video, we're going to talk about not just how to get out of debt, but how doing so can help you regain peace of mind. Stick with us as we break down actionable steps that can transform both your finances and your mental health. If you've ever felt like debt was consuming your life, you're not alone. Debt has an emotional impact that many people overlook. It's more than just numbers on a piece of paper or a credit card balance. It can affect your entire outlook on life. You may experience overwhelming stress. Debt can keep you up at night, worrying about how to make ends meet or wondering if you'll ever get ahead. Anxiety. Every notification, every bill, every statement can trigger that sinking feeling in your stomach. Shame. You might feel embarrassed about your financial situation, as though it defines who you are or reflects poorly on your ability to manage your life. Hopelessness. You could feel like there's no way out, like no matter how much you work, your financial problems just won't go away. Debt often leads to a vicious cycle. Stress leads to poor decision-making, which can lead to more debt, which then causes more stress. Over time, this debt-stress cycle can impact your relationships, your physical health, and even your sense of self-worth. But recognizing this is the first step toward breaking free. Debt is not your identity, and it doesn't have to define your future. Before you can make any real progress in getting out of debt, you need to face your current situation head-on. Many people avoid this step because it's uncomfortable. We avoid looking at our credit card statements, ignore bills that come in the mail, or pretend the problem doesn't exist. But avoidance only makes things worse. The first step in conquering debt is simply acknowledging it. This means sitting down and listing every debt you have. It could be credit cards, personal loans, student loans, medical bills, or even money owed to friends and family. Write it all out. Once you have a full picture of what you owe, accept where you are right now without blaming yourself or feeling ashamed. Debt is not a moral failure. It's simply a challenge you're facing, and challenges can be overcome. The goal is not to judge yourself for being in debt, but to empower yourself to take the next step toward getting out of it. One of the reasons debt feels so overwhelming is because of how it affects your brain. Debt triggers a constant fight-or-flight response, releasing stress hormones like cortisol. This heightened state of stress, which may have been useful in short-term survival situations, becomes harmful when it lingers over months or even years. Chronic stress leads to exhaustion, anxiety, and even depression. When your brain is consumed by thoughts of debt, it's difficult to focus on anything else, including making sound financial decisions. This is why debt feels like a never-ending spiral. It clouds your thinking and creates a cycle of poor decision-making, leading to more debt. Breaking this cycle involves reducing stress, taking control of your finances, and approaching your situation with a clear mind. While that might seem impossible at first, small steps over time can make a big difference. To regain control over your debt and your peace of mind, you need a clear plan. Here's how to create one. Step 1. List your debts. Write down all your debts, including the amounts, interest rates, and minimum payments. This gives you a full view of what you're facing and helps you prioritize your repayment strategy. Step 2. Choose a debt payoff method. There are two primary strategies for paying off debt. The snowball method. This involves paying off your smallest debts first while making minimum payments on the larger ones. As you eliminate each small debt, you gain momentum, feeling encouraged to keep going. The avalanche method. This focuses on paying off debts with the highest interest rates first. While it might take longer to see results, you'll save more money in the long run by eliminating high-interest debt faster. Choose the strategy that works best for you. whether you need the quick wins of the snowball method or the long-term savings of the avalanche method. Step 3. Automate your payments. Once you have a plan in place, consider automating your payments. This takes away the stress of remembering due dates, helps you avoid late fees, and keeps you on track toward your financial goals. When you automate payments, you reduce decision fatigue, allowing yourself to focus on making more significant strides forward. As you work toward getting out of debt, don't underestimate the power of faith and prayer. Prayer is not just about asking for help, but also about seeking peace and guidance during challenging times. When debt feels overwhelming and you're not sure what steps to take next, prayer can provide clarity and calm your heart. Here are a few ways prayer can play a powerful role in your journey out of debt. Prayer for strength. Debt can feel like a never-ending battle. In moments of discouragement, turning to prayer can provide strength to keep pushing forward, knowing that you are not alone in this fight. Prayer for guidance. Financial decisions can be complex and confusing. Asking for wisdom and clarity in prayer can help you make choices that align with your values and long-term goals. Prayer for peace. The stress that comes with debt is real, but finding peace in your spirit allows you to move forward without letting fear control your decisions. Remember, prayer can also help you release feelings of shame or guilt. It reminds you that you are worthy of financial freedom. And with faith, you can take the steps to make that freedom a reality. While you're working on your debt repayment plan, there are also lifestyle changes that can support your journey toward financial freedom. First, track your spending. The first step in taking control of your finances is knowing exactly where your money is going. For 1 month, track every penny you spend. You'll likely be surprised at how much money goes to things you don't even think about, like impulse purchases or dining out. Once you have a clear view of your spending habits, you can identify areas where you can cut back and reallocate that money toward paying off your debt. Second, build an emergency fund. One of the reasons people end up in debt is because of unexpected expenses, car repairs, medical bills, or home emergencies. While it may seem counterintuitive to save money while paying off debt, building an emergency fund can actually help you avoid going deeper into debt. Start small. Even setting aside $500 can give you a financial buffer and reduce the stress of future emergencies. Third, avoid new debt. As you're paying off your existing debt, it's important to avoid accumulating new debt. This might mean saying no to things you want but don't need, or delaying purchases until you can afford them without using credit. Fourth, celebrate small wins. Debt repayment is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate each milestone along the way. Whether it's paying off a credit card or simply sticking to your budget for a month, acknowledge your progress. Small victories keep you motivated for the long journey ahead. As you take these steps toward paying off your debt, you'll begin to feel the weight lift. The anxiety that comes with financial uncertainty will start to diminish. You'll sleep better, experience fewer mood swings, and feel more confident in your ability to handle life's challenges. Debt is more than just a financial burden. It affects every aspect of your life, including your mental and emotional health. As you work toward becoming debt-free, remember that you're not just improving your bank account. You're improving your entire well-being. Studies have shown that people who pay off their debts report lower levels of anxiety and depression. They also feel more in control of their lives and their futures. This is because financial freedom equals mental freedom. You'll have more emotional space to focus on your relationships, passions, and overall quality of life. Getting out of debt can feel like an impossible task, but with the right mindset, plan, and faith, it's entirely achievable. Remember, debt is not a reflection of your worth, and you are capable of overcoming it. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to Soul Health for more content on mental wellness, financial health, and living a balanced life. Your journey to financial freedom is about more than just numbers. It's about reclaiming your peace of mind and your future.